Hi, Scary Recaps here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie Bloody Hell from 2020. Beware of spoilers. In Helsinki, Finland, a girl named Aaliyah is seen escaping from a house. She runs into the woods, hunted by three men. When Aaliyah is cornered at the lake by her pursuers, she jumps into the water. Unable to swim, Aaliyah sinks and is almost drowned until an unseen person dives in and pulls her up. In Boise, Idaho, Rex Cohen is waiting in line in a bank to see Maddie, who works there. Rex begins flirting with Maddie when suddenly, three armed robbers with masks enter the bank. While the robbers relieve the bank and its clients of their money, Rex notices a woman is carrying a gun in her stylish red handbag. He motions to her to give him the gun, but instead she lifts her handbag and gives it to the robbers. But, by a stroke of luck, the red handbag lands on Rex's lap. Rex then takes matters into his own hands. He disposes of the robbers, shooting them, and saves the hostages. This adventure, however, doesn't end well for Rex, who is prosecuted for the death of an innocent during his heroics. Before the trial, Rex is offered a choice: either take a plea and serve 8 years in prison, or prove to be innocent but face 20 years if he's found guilty. Rex agrees to take the plea, and he is soon led to the prison. 8 years later, Rex is released. Baffled as to what had happened during his time in prison, he realizes that he is some kind of celebrity. The press is constantly on him. As Rex is trying to eat a burger, his conscience, manifesting as a mirror image of himself, is teasing him. Afterwards, Rex visits a friend of his named Pete and learns that the bank incident has somehow leaked on the internet. Pete tells him that after his release, the world started debating again whether he is a hero or psychopath. As Rex browses through some of his stuff, he finds his passport and announces to Pete that he's off to Finland. The reason? When he was in prison, Rex shot a spitball at a map and the bullet landed on Finland. Pete disagrees with this, but Rex says that to go into a foreign land where no one knows you and have an adventure sounds like a paradise. In the next sequence, a man is seen running through the woods, hunted by something unseen. Two men wearing masks, Aaliyah's pursuers from the beginning, speak Finnish and watch as the hunted is being pulled away. At the airport, Rex is recognized by many of the passengers. One of them warns him about a Finnish couple who wants to get him. Rex gets freaked out by his supposed fans and goes to the toilet. His conscience tries to get him to calm down and laughs when the Finnish man ogles him. Rex checks out his ticket and laughs at the names Boy to Hell, in short for Boise to Helsinki. In Helsinki, Rex feels relieved noticing that no one is paying attention to him. Unfortunately, a taxi driver who knows him deliberately cuts in and takes him. While driving, the taxi driver releases a sleeping gas. Rex panics and tries to get out, but he soon faints. In the same house from the beginning, a woman named Aaliyah is reading a fairy tale in English to a young boy named Olavi. A growl from below interrupts them. Aaliyah closes the door, much to Olavi's dismay, who says that he wants to see. Aaliyah continues to read the fairy tale to Olavi, while banging sounds and indistinct voices are heard throughout the house. Rex regains consciousness and finds out that he is in a basement with his hands tied to the ceiling and his right leg severed below the knee. Amidst the growling and the realization of his terrible condition, Rex goes to scream when suddenly his conscience shuts his mouth. It tells him to keep quiet, and upon observing his amputated leg, it yells in his stead. Rex's conscience tells him to remain silent. As Rex struggles to understand what has transpired, his conscience insists on telling him to be quiet and not let them hear him. It also tells him that the creepy couple from the airport managed to get him after all. Rex is ready to collapse, but his conscience yells at him for choosing Finland and advises him to think of a way out of this so-called paradise, as he once called it. Rex cries at first, but quickly pulls himself together. He and his conscience evaluate the situation. Seemingly, Rex has the advantage of time, as he is not supposed to be awake. Observing the many bicycles in the basement, Rex's conscience deduces that he is in the house of an insane family. It tells him to gnaw on the ropes on his wrists, and Rex does so. Olavi, the younger member of the family, slowly creeps up and notices the strange bite marks on his uncle's back. As Rex tries to untie the ropes that bind him, an old clock chimes, informing him that it is 2 a.m. That gives Rex an abundant amount of time to break free. But Olivie then comes, and Rex pretends to be asleep. He manages, however, to get a look at Olivie, and it is at this moment that Rex's conscience refers to Olivie as his insurance policy. Aaliyah notices Olivie's absence and goes to find him. Rex sees Olivie holding a knife and mentioning the word banquet. Clearly, he wants to eat Rex. Rex gets scared and then opens his eyes. Olivie backs away and goes to leave, but Rex stops him. Luring him closer, Rex kicks Olivie in the face and knocks him out, succeeding in grabbing Olivie even though he's tied. Shortly after, Aaliyah descends to the basement, looking for Olivie. She is shocked when she sees Olivie unconscious between Rex's legs. Rex tells Aaliyah to release him or else he will snap Olivie's neck with his legs. Aaliyah then approaches Rex slowly. As Rex's conscience wonders if she is going to hurt him or help him, Rex replies out loud to it. Aaliyah is confused and Rex unintentionally lets Olivie out of his grasp. Aaliyah then takes Olivie and the knife and leaves the basement. Back in Olivie's room, Aaliyah lies about Olivie's getting hurt, saying that he fell out of his bed. Aaliyah begs her father to take Olivie to the hospital, and eventually the whole family, barring Aaliyah, is seen leaving the house. Left alone, Aaliyah smiles and dreams about dancing with Rex in a green meadow until she is awakened by the growling below. At the hospital, the doctor informs the family that Olivie wasn't hurt by falling off his bed. This information alerts them. Back at the house, Aaliyah cleans Rex's wound and ties it neatly. Afterwards, she confides in Rex that she likes him. She also tells him that her family is insane and that they cannot be killed or evaded. All of this is happening because of Patty, Aaliyah's oldest and hungriest brother, hence the growling all this time. At this point, Aaliyah recollects Patty's story. Patty was born a monster with a taste for human flesh, ever since he was a little baby. Patty is always hungry, never satisfied. The family provides him with food by dismembering and killing innocent people. Aaliyah couldn't stand all these killings and tried many times to run away. She even attempted to take Olivie away, but every effort was futile. Ultimately, Aaliyah was kept in a wooden cage in the kitchen, punished for her disobedience. She would have been killed if not for Patty's fondness of her. Rex again tells Aaliyah to leave, but Aaliyah says that there is no use and gives Rex the knife to cut the ropes himself. While Rex is trying to hold the knife, Aaliyah tells him that she wants to be a doctor, but pouts, remembering the bad things that she has done, feeding Patty, that is. Rex consoles her and discloses that he is talking to himself. Aaliyah wants to know why, and Rex agrees to tell her everything once they're free. Soon, Aaliyah's family returns. Rex pretends to be asleep again, but his bandage betrays Aaliyah. Aaliyah is taken away, and Rex is knocked out with an injection to his heart. In a flashback, it is shown how Rex stopped the bank robbery that day. As he shoots the robbers, many viewers are commenting on his heroic or foolish actions. At the trial, Rex is mentioned as a madman who allowed an innocent woman to die during the bank incident. It is revealed that even though Rex has saved the day and rescued Maddie, it wasn't necessary for him to shoot the last standing robber. By doing so, he caused the death of a woman who was hiding in a closet next to the robber. Rex was incarcerated and abandoned by Maddie, and so it was that he decided to leave and run away from his problems. Rex spitballs Finland 3 times, something which his current inmate alluded to as fate. Waking up again, Rex sees the uncle sawing his other leg and knocks him down. The uncle leaves to take another injection, and Rex struggles to cut the ropes in the ceiling. At the last minute, Rex manages to break free and stab the uncle in the ear, killing him. Rex, now free, gathers some things and decides to leave instead of killing anyone else in the house. His conscience tells him about Aaliyah, but Rex is determined this time to not go out of his way for a girl. Putting a golf club on his severed leg, Rex gets out of the basement. He slowly creeps away, and his conscience tells him that Aaliyah isn't like Maddie. At the front door, Rex pauses for a moment, considering whether Aaliyah needs him or Rex needs her. As the father and mother return, the family decides to leave the house lest the authorities come. The father, however, says that Rex won't survive in the woods and that there is nothing to fear. The mother reprimands her twin sons and asks for explanations. As explanations are given, Suddenly, Rex, hidden under the table, kills one of Aaliyah's brothers and her father with a nail gun. Rex nails the other son's foot to the floor amidst the mother's screams. Aaliyah is delighted to see Rex, who is running out of ammo. He kicks the mother in the face with the golf club on his leg. The son releases himself from the floor, and the mother comes around. Rex tries to take his bag, but the son is there first. As he tries to kill Rex, the son accidentally hits the mother in the head and knocks her out. He goes to see if he's okay, and when he turns, Rex throws a knife at him that pierces him in the stomach. Rex throws another one and kills him. The mother soon regains consciousness and yells something in Finnish, but Aaliyah grabs a rope and chokes her mother. Rex and Aaliyah are relieved, but nothing is over yet. A banging sound is heard and a growling approaches them. This is Patty. Rex is surprised to see a huge man coming at him. Patty throws Rex away and goes to his dead mother. Aaliyah tries to calm him down, and Rex fires a flare gun at him with no effect. Patty attacks Rex and thrashes him. Patty fights to get to Rex, who holds himself by the fridge door. As the fridge door opens, Rex is extremely happy to see his amputated leg inside. Patty grabs Rex and squeezes him. Rex yells in pain, but before he is crushed, he stuffs his severed leg down Patty's throat and kills him. Rex and Aaliyah are now safe, and they are soon seen driving away. Rex's conscience congratulates him, but Rex looks at it and makes it clear that it is no longer needed. The conscience salutes and disappears. Rex asks if Olivia is going to be a threat, but Aaliyah reassures him that there is nothing to fear. Back in the States, Rex and Aaliyah, now a couple, are sitting with friends at a party. When asked how they met, Rex begins to tell the story as it really happened. But as a woman puts her hand on Rex's palm, Aaliyah glares at her, imagining herself killing that woman with a meat cleaver. Aaliyah snaps out of this, and Rex says that he bluntly killed all of Aaliyah's family. Everyone in the room goes silent, and Rex wonders why. In a post-credit scene, Olivia looks at a family photo, saying that it is time for an American banquet, revealing another brother of the insane family.